Yeah, now we want to move on after the episode, the other three episodes we had, one with the notice, and the other one was with the signs, and then the other one was what happened downtown. On the 23rd day of March 2017, I was sent a letter saying that there was something wrong with my sidewalk, that, of course, the code says that the property owners are responsible for the sidewalk being repaired. Well, I called because I was out of town. I said, they said there were 16 sections of concrete that need to be replaced. Well, you can't get 16 sections in front of my house. So I kind of thought, I said, well, I'll call them. And I says, would you please send me a picture of it? Because so he sent me a picture. He said, it's in horrible condition. This is the street department. He said, it's in horrible condition. 16 sections need to be replaced. If you don't do it, we're going to do it. We're going to replace them. Well, I came over and took some pictures, and that 16 sections wasn't in front of my house. So I didn't say nothing about it. I took pictures of it. There was two small cracks. I've got photographs of it in two spots in front of my house. And they came out because I didn't. And in fact, they wouldn't give me a permit. That's another episode. I tried to get a permit. They wouldn't give me a permit. It was a long story on that. When things they wanted you to do, and I wasn't going to agree to that. And so they had another contractor do it. Well, isn't it interesting that that contractor come out there and he tore out stuff that he didn't need to tear out. In fact, those weren't even marked by the city. And he ended up doing what is called an approach, because I'm in the building business. He did what is called an approach. Well, the approach has nothing. That's a little sidewalk that goes from the street up to the sidewalk. That's in the boulevard. And the code says that you're responsible for anything adjacent or abutting the property. Well, that approach doesn't abut the property. So I contacted the city attorney, tried to talk to him, and finally we went to his office and showed him the photographs, and he said, well, I'll get back with you. Well, isn't it interesting now? On September the 10th, because I had drawn it to their attention that I wasn't responsible for that, so they was going to bill me on it. They got a resolution passed that they're going to give me some credit against a $300 and some bill for these two cracks. I thought it was a little steep myself. But they claimed there was 4, 8, whatever. And so on the 10th day of September, they got a resolution that they're going to give me $160 credit toward my bill. That they're going to, it was already against the property, but they're going to give me credit. Well, I wasn't even there. And you'd have to see the resolution. You couldn't believe some of the fallacies of what they said. They claimed that I went out there and tried to do some of the work, and that they sent the contractor out. They was not aware that I'd been there and done some of the work. So he redid it all. Now, the code says you can't do any work in that right of way without a permit. And they wouldn't give me a permit. So what do you think I told the council? I did it all without a permit. Why don't they complain about that? Why don't they complain about that? That's against ordinance. No person shall operate or do any work, repairs in a right of way without a permit. Not only that, the person who went behind, was supposed to went behind me, he didn't go behind me, I never touched it. He didn't have a permit. In fact, you know what? That contractor they got has no license. He doesn't even have a license with the state of Michigan. They are expired as of 2013. He's worked 4 years for the city, or however long it is, since 2017. He's worked for the city without even a state license. What's his qualification? And so it ended up, I told them that I wanted that resolution to give me this credit, that I wanted them to to vacate it. I didn't have anything to do with it. It won't have anything to do with it because it was based on fallacy. Well, what ended up was they didn't want to do it. So I wrote several letters and told the council, you know, thus and thus and thus and thus. And when it's all said and done, I got a letter from the treasurer of the county, St. Clair County, saying, Mr. Reisner, according to this resolution, you've got a certain amount of credit, and we're just going to put that against this assessment. Your bill is only this much now. I'm going to give you a worksheet, shows you right where the money went, blah, blah, blah. I got to thinking. I said, how are you, if the city's got a problem about doing something that they shouldn't have done and they owed me some money, couldn't they just write my check to me? Why do they have to go back and start reducing their billings? What's all that about? That's between me and the city. That ain't between them and the St. Clair County. So now what has happened is this thing has evolved to the point now to where I'm arguing with the St. Clair County. For one thing, they took $160 off of the original billing. I didn't tell them to do that. How do they know I didn't want to just let the property go? See, if they owed me money, or they felt like they, concede, well, we're here, Mister, we want to make this right with you, which is what they said. We want to be fair with Mr. Reisner. We're going to give him $100. No, you write your check to me. I can find a whole lot of places to spend that $160. And if I don't want to pay that bill to you, then you can come after me for it. Now, you're using your discretion on my money, the money that you owe me. You didn't owe that to the county. You owed it to me. But see, this is what happens when you don't understand what people are capable of doing. They wanted to sweep this under the rug, give me it's a little going away present. They want to just give me this $160, send me an olive leaf, and that I'll just keep my mouth shut. No, I ain't keeping my mouth shut. That contractor is in deep trouble. He's their agent. And I cannot believe that they would let that man do. And you know what gets me? He's the man I need to see. I could care less what the city does. I want to see the contractor that they claim did that work. Because by law, I have a right to sue that man. And so I just wanted to bring that out. That's just one of the things that the city's tried to do, to go behind my back. Instead of dealing with me, they want to deal with the county now. And that's going to be the next thing I want to bring up of what happened now, how they loop in the county. And that's going to be my next video, and to give you an update of what happened regarding what they did about the sidewalk. Thank you very much.